What's up, booktubers? Is here in it. So if I can hear myself. Now I know I haven't uploaded pretty much at all this week. I've been busy and just shamming it. But don't worry, you'll expect it Saturday as usual. But yeah, I've just been busy. So sorry. Anyways, today is another case, and today is the case. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry, I'm back. Today, our case focuses on the 1994 case of O.J. Simpson. Yes, all my people that have grown up in the 90s, especially here in the United States, know about this case. Like, everyone has been alive during the 90s should know this case, and if not, what the heck? Don't look at this case, like, right the crap now, before you watch this. But, yeah. So, what I've got here is some detailed information on O.J. Simpson. Let's get into it. So, if you don't know O.J. Simpson, he is the ex-husband of Nicole Simpson. He is, excuse me, an NFL Hall of Famer, and also a TV show star, and also the top suspect in a mystery murder case. Alright, let's go to June 13th, 1994. Nicole Simpson and Robert Goldman were found dead in Nicole's Brentwood townhouse. So, turn back the clock. So, it was the dog that notified the neighbors on, hey, my owner and her quote-unquote boyfriend are dead. Turn back the clock to yesterday, June 12th, 1994. Around 6:30 p.m., Nicole Goldman and the rest of her family go to a private restaurant, which I forget the name of right now. I probably should have written it down, but I didn't. And after they get home around 9:15, Nicole's sister calls to say that their mother left their glasses at the restaurant. So she sends Goldman to go get them. Around 9 to 9:30, O.J. Simpson and his friend Kato went to McDonald's. Around 9:45, 15 minutes afterwards, around sometime around there, they head home, and Kato was staying in a guest house in O.J.'s Brentwood estate. Around 9:48 to 9:50, Goldman leaves with the glasses in tow. Now, around 10:15, the dog barks, saying that, hey, my owner is dead. She's being murdered. Around 10:25, a limo driver pulls up to escort OJ to his 11:45 flight to Chicago. Tries answering the intercom, but nobody answers. Then he saw a shadowy figure around 10:25-ish, somewhere between there, before 11 o'clock, saying there was a 6-foot man, about 200 pounds, and a very shadowy figure. So, around the 5th time that the guy, the limo driver, buzzed the intercom, OJ finally answers. Said that he overslept and just got out of the shower. Around 11 o'clock, they head out, and at 11:45, they deport to Chicago. And around 12:10 a.m., Nicole and Goldman are found dead. Around the crime, and it was the dog that notified them, but nobody knows for good. Hang on a second, let me do calculation. Okay, sorry about that. Nobody knows for good almost 2 hours. Around the crime scene, there was a bloody footprint, a woolen hat, and a very, very bloody silver-colored glove. Now, they called OJ and say, "Hey, your ex-wife is dead." First question that OJ asks is, "Who killed her?" Not, "How did she die? What the heck happened?" Just, "Who killed her?" It's just like, yeah, dude, I think we finally found our main suspect here. So, it took him into 3 hours of questioning. Now, on June 17th, he was, quote-unquote, he was not arrested, but he did not surrender to the police, so he was now considered a fugitive. They went on a police chase down highways of Southern California, but he was in the passenger seat of a white Ford Bronco, with his friend, driving the car, and the reason why is because he didn't want to, but he was forced to because OJ was holding a gun to his head, which means he was also suicidal. There's even audio of a phone call between OJ and a suicide detective. I'm not that good at editing still. I can only edit out certain clips of it. But once I'm able to get audio and stuff, I will find that audio clip. But go look up the audio clip from that phone call to know what I'm talking about. They went all the way from I guess where he got quote unquote arrested to his estate, and he surrendered to the police around 8:51 p.m. There was a suicide note they left saying that I did not kill Nicole. It was for anything. It was because I loved her. Inside the car, they found some weird facial glue, a beard and goatee, his passport, and a loaded gun. Now I just got one question: how in the world does this guy think that this is going to work? You got literally one of the famous people on the planet just being very juvenile. So he was arrested, but he was found not guilty in this case. But we'll get to that here in a second. This isn't OJ's first time on being on in the slammer. Well, not in the slammer, but being accused and all that crap. He was charged with spousal abuse many times. Nine police call, 9 times the police were at his house due to spousal abuse, and he was charged with it a good few times. But he got off kind of scot-free, except he has those charges still today. Even those murder charges still. Now, he did make a book saying, "If I Did It," of how people are speculating that he killed his ex-wife and her quote-unquote boyfriend, which, by the way, he said that they didn't have any other relations. Now, of course, all this information here sounds like, hey, OJ did do it. Well, there's also some claiming that he did not do it, including OJ himself. But, that was all that. And, of course, OJ is the main case. Now, that was kind of iffy, okay? That one is kind of iffy. Let's get into the second suspect, shall we? The second suspect is a police chief who, during this time, this was kind of a racial bias crime, law enforcement racism, which means that they they give a hard time on people that are not the color they are. mean, come on, this is the freaking 1990s. This was 30 years ago. Get over it. So yeah, there was that. And here's the thing. Of course, the evidence was not packaged properly. Oh wait, I forgot there was a little bit of information left. The glove did have OJ's blood, Nicole's blood, and Coleman's blood. And the hat did have hair on it. And the shoe, same size, same footprint, but those aren't determined. I forgot to add those. Yeah. See, during the court, majority of the evidence was not packaged properly. I don't know how that works, because I've never been in a court system. Darn phone. Especially I'm looking at there, and it's a America Says, and my favorite grease food is fried chicken. But, when it came to the jury to decide the verdict, there were 8 black people, around 2 white people, 2 Asians, 1 Latino, and 2 mixed race people. So, yeah, even that you're still found not guilty, and it took under 3 hours of determining the verdict. It took under 3 hours, which means, yeah, this was a pretty fast case. But some people believe that the police officer planted the evidence. Still, that one is also kind of iffy. Because, I mean, if you're the job police officer, why? Yeah, but hey, it could have been a corrupt cop. That happens, so that one is also kind of iffy. The third suspect, which could be the alarming one of them all, is OJ's son. That's what I clicked. But OJ has a son, which he was charged with many counts of abuse from previous ex-girlfriends that he has had. I forgot to write this down, but I know by memory. And the day that OJ was in court, his son showed up wearing probably the exact same hat that was there at the crime scene of that day. I think, okay, who I think it is. Sorry. Alright. But I think what must have happened was OJ, okay? Well, he did have a cut on his finger the day he was in questioning. I think probably, here's a wild one. There were actually 3 people in this. Yes, all 3 suspects. But let me explain how I think this would work. What I think is, okay, so OJ, his blood was on the glove, and what the, dang it! I'll explain later. But it's just got a message from one of my fans. Dang it! But, music? But, yeah, sorry. I got a little sidetracked. Mind! But, okay. I think that, well, OJ, well, all 3 of them kind of did, because maybe it wasn't OJ specifically. What if it was something? I mean, because he could carry his blood, okay? Son, father, could be the father's blood. maybe some stuck in. Put some of his blood in like a jar or something with a cut, and then like put it in the crime scene. Make his father accuse it along with the hat and all that other kind of crap. So I think it's his son. But also, right now, I think we're gonna have to give this. Wait, oh, sorry. What color? We're not giving her red. Because there's definitely one of three of these guys. Because, like, no, this case cannot be solved right now. It cannot. I think we're gonna have to do this. The good old pumpkin orange for it's undetermined right now. Because, I mean, I don't think that there's enough evidence right now to figure out which one of those three is who. But I think it's his son. That's my opinion. But, hey, all three could have taken murder, so what? It's undetermined. Anyways, that is it for this case. So, how about we just go ahead. And let me do that. Right now, this case is in the bag. Alright. That's it for this week on Mysteries of the World. O.J. Simpson. Oh, I missed. Alright. Well, if you want to see more cases like this, probably the main person in this case, where the person that was a victim in this case is the suspect, comment down below. Like, subscribe, do all that other kind of crap. Got right click and right click. I'll see you guys tomorrow.